Hey, what's up, guys? I am Monty, and Channel 5 is reporting that the first actor used as the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog was Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel. I didn't know if you knew that because I didn't know that. But there you go. Guys, welcome to another episode of Channel 5. And I'm just going to come out and say it, man. I'm very sorry. There have not been a lot of shows, and I could say it's been a busy season, which it has. But you know what, man? No excuses, man, because when it's a busy season for other people that are doing it, they got things going on, but they still make time. So to make up for it, you're about to get a gang of shows back to back to back, maybe even sometimes twice a day. I don't know, but you're going to get your fill of Channel 5 shows. I'm going to make it up to you guys, even if it's just me. Also, some quick station identification. Got to thank you guys very much. We're sold out of the hats. I didn't even know we were sold out of the hats. Y'all are funny, man, because when I initially put it out, I had some people grab them. I had just an initial batch of them, and then kind of sales were just middling and things, and people hit me up and all that. And then toward the end, I had a whole boom of folks asking for them, and I did not even know I was sold out of the hats, but we're sold out of the hats. Thank y'all very much for the support on that. I see y'all wearing them, see y'all rocking them, man. It means a lot, you know what I'm saying? We still just kind of getting going on Channel 5. But and plus, okay, I want to clear this up as well. Now, all the hats came with the patch. When I saw the patch, I wasn't thrilled about it. It wasn't exactly what I asked for from my manufacturer. And so I consulted my young people, and the camp was kind of split even then. Like, I like it, I don't like it. I didn't particularly like it. As you see, mine does not have it. We kept some on for some people, and some people wanted them, some people did not want them. Toward the end, though, it seemed like some people kind of wanted them, so I don't know. But on the redesign, maybe we'll do it a little differently for the hats. But you got to remember what I said. Today's price is not going to be tomorrow's price. Now, this next batch, I had to break even. I literally made no money on these hats, literally. Probably even lost a little bit. But, the initial offer and the IPO, if you will, is just trying to get them out there. But I cannot do that again. So if you didn't get in on the initial, you're going to have to pay a little bit more. All right? Just business, baby. But I really do. I appreciate it. I had no idea I was sold out. Like, I had like 5 people in one day come hit me up. I said, Bet, I got you. And that last person got it. And I said, man, I'm out, and then somebody else hit me up. Hey, when I get a hat? And I said, man, I am actually sold out. I was going to make a big deal about a countdown and all that, but we gone. I kept digging in that box till there was nothing left. So anyway, appreciate that though. Appreciate that. We will have some more coming. We'll have some more coming. I'm gonna get with my distributor. We will definitely have some more made up. I'm sure you love. The thing is, it's easy with hats. Somebody asked me about t-shirts. Hats are so easy because they're one size fit all. You know what I'm saying? Just can order hats. Once you start doing t-shirts, I got to get so many medium, so many extra large, stuff like that. That might come, but hats are just easy. But or if y'all want something else, hit me up and let me know. We want wristbands, I don't know, keychains, whatever. We'll figure something out. But again, you're about to get the content. I promise you are about to get some content. So today I want to just talk real quick about I'm a big fan of history. Love history. It was my best subject in school easily. I had a great history teacher in middle school who really impacted me. Shout out Mrs. Thompson, Dwight Rich Middle School. It's a Black lady who basically put the fear in me. And so just to appease her, I became very good at what she was teaching, which was history, but then I really love it. I took an anthropology class in college, and as well, just the study of people and why we do what we do, and the etymology of it, and where we come from and all that. I've always been just a history guy and been fascinated by that. And so in saying that, I'm always fascinated how scriptures written thousands of years ago will apply just as much today as it did then. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, you know what? People are people. If you're born in the 14th century, if you're born yesterday, if you're born, the 5th person born in the world, we are kind of who we are. That's why these principles can still hold true. And so I've been I haven't been really contributing on Twitter, but I've kind of just been checking Twitter out. I hadn't been on Twitter in a long time. And Twitter is good for some things in terms of like if something breaks fast or some news really breaks fast. And even before like the big major outlets get it, you can check Twitter and people are already talking about it. I used to always check Twitter if there was a power outage and see if just like, Las Vegas, blackout or whatever, And you will see, you know, if people were talking about it, it was that fast. People talk about it before the news can even get to it. But I've been kind of just checking them out again, and it really brought to mind a scripture, James 1 and 9. Make sure James 1 and 19. Yes. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. From when that was written till today, 2022, swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. And being on Twitter, a lot of people, as social media totally, social media at large, a lot of people are swift to talk. You know, we're getting it backwards. We're not swift to hear. You know what I'm saying? We're swift to talk, but you're supposed to be slow to speak. We're swift to speak. We're supposed to be slow to speak. We're supposed to hear, process, take things, but social media is such a quick pace. And even before social media, at the barbershop, at the beauty shop, whatever, you know, we always been quick with the mouth. There wasn't no social media when this was written, but they wrote it for a reason. James wrote it for a reason because people were, we quick to talk, man. And sometimes when things happen in this world and everyone wants to give their opinion, and that's the thing, with social media, you can voice your opinion and other people can see it. You know, you can voice it anonymously and people don't know it's you, and you can say whatever you want without repercussion, pretty much. And you'll see so many knee-jerk reactions and we'll just assume so many things. But man, I want to try to urge, man. It's really, I know I've been glad I have not posted some things when I thought I was ready to post them. I'll say that on even any platform. I'm so glad I had like 24 hours to understand a situation or to really hear another person's side of it before I even put my little ridiculous 2 cents in. You know what I'm saying? Most of this stuff don't even pertain to us, but we feel like we got to say something about it. Taking that time, you know what I mean? Again, swift to hear and process, slow to speak, and even slower to wrath. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing to say it, but then the wrath to act on it. Let's calm down, y'all. You know, I mean, I know there's a race, even with these news outlets, they're so trying to be the first one to report this and report that. And they don't want to be last. And we don't even want to, you know, take time. What's that old saying? A lie been around the world by the time the truth is tying his shoelaces. I know I'm butchering it or whatever, but man, just when I see people and, you know, no matter what it is, it can be an incident with the police, you know, or it can be something with a politician or a law being passed with all that. And we haven't even read the story. We don't know anything. We just, oh, see, such and such and such, you know, or oh, yep, I knew this and that. And how do you know? And I'm telling you, and I'm telling myself, it's something I got to make sure before I comment on things. Do I really know what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Do I really understand this fully? Because there's been times when I thought I knew the situation and turns out I was absolutely wrong. And man, glad I didn't say something. Sometimes I did say something and I felt really dumb. But to see the problem on social media is there's no repercussion because you said something with 15,000 other comments. So it's not like the person you wronged, you know, it's usually probably somebody of prominence is going to be like, and Mark 305 in Tampa, Florida, you said you was wrong. What are you going to say to me, Mark? Or, you know, they're not going to go through that. So you can say it, be flat out wrong, and nothing's going to happen. And so I always be wondering, I'm like, man, did you learn anything from that, from being that wrong? You know what I'm saying? Did you take time to be like, man, maybe, but sometimes it feels like we don't. If we're wrong, we just kind of brush it off, move on to the next thing, and knee-jerk react to that. Now, when we are wronged, oh, it's a problem then. Now we on a bullhorn trying to call every little person out and stuff and all that and stuff. But I love how that was written then for people. It's just as poignant now for us today, man, to really listen before you talk, think before you speak, as they say, and before you act, please take time. Man, is this really what I want to say? Is this really what I'm put out here in the atmosphere? You know what I'm saying? On my account, is this really what I want to say? And I mean, if it is the courage of your convictions, you know, feel free. I'm not trying to censor your speech or anything like that. You got a right to say what you want to say. You know, now let me tell you this. In studying this and studying, being on Twitter and studying these things, people love to throw out, you know, I can say what I want to say. My First Amendment, you know, okay, you can say what you want to say, but that does not mean you don't have to then suffer the consequences of what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like people love to throw that First Amendment out, but don't always want to think about the full ramifications of it. But no, if you truly believe in what you're saying, Who am I to tell you not to say it? But I just know that sometimes people love to jump the gun. People love to just, especially if it's somebody that's, looking bad in a situation, and they've been just waiting with the memes and the jokes, and we all love to laugh and stuff at somebody else's expense. But it really does tire. And you know what? I wasn't even thinking about talking about this. It's literally coming to my mind right now. But I watched on Netflix a story of Manti Te'o, who was a linebacker for the NFL and at Notre Dame. And he's probably one of the first prominent people to ever be catfished. And that story, I knew the story. I remember when it happened. As it was kind of starting to happen, I wasn't really following that much, but I remember the blow up of it and how they treated him. And to watch the Netflix series, it was just heartbreaking, because you want to talk about knee-jerk reactions, not knowing what anybody's talking about, not really, just everybody assuming things. I really was not even going to take it here. I just kind of thought about it as I'm talking to y'all right now. Totally just, I'm so glad to see him in the place he's in, because he seems to be doing well, because that could have destroyed a lot of people that went through that same thing. A lot of people couldn't have handled that. And he seems to be doing well, but you watch it for yourself. It's on Netflix. If you don't know anything about it, it's an amazing story about what I've just been talking about. And if you do know about it, watch it still, because I knew the story, but the depths of it and the layers of it and what he had to go through because of what someone did to him, basically, it was really not his fault at all. And how people then treated him because they thought they knew, you know what I'm saying? And we were so quick to speak and not really listen to what happened to this young man. It's an amazing thing. So, man, that was we might have to do that like on a We Seen It or something on another show and really break that down. But check that out if you have time. It's a real life lesson in society. And see, something, that's what I'm talking about. I would hope people would see something like that and be like, man, that's crazy how they did them. Let me make sure I don't do that with somebody. But I don't know. It feels like we'll watch that and be like, wow, that's crazy. And we keep moving on to the next thing. So I don't know. But that's it for today, guys. Channel 5. I promise you we got some more coming up, and fast, because I owe y'all some shows. All right. People going to be back. Tiff will be back. Tiff got a whole to be sending me stuff and be getting worked up, just sending me the stuff. And I'll be like, save it for the show. So we're going to come back, got some other guests as well. Please check out Shareholders as well. And we got some stuff coming for We Seen It as well. House of the Dragon, things like that. If you haven't checked it out yet, we'll be talking about that as well. So guys, you know what I want you to do. So also remember, first of all, here, quick to hear and listen and think, and slow to speak and slow to wrath. But also, please be blessed and stay sharp.
Congratulations.